Let's check if the camera is at the right angle. Everything's all right. Let me zoom in slightly. Very good. If I paint like this, I am comfortable and you can see everything. So that is perfect, I believe. Something like this. Yes, very good, very good. Okay. What can you see and what can't you see? So here in the background, you see 3 Stormfronts Skaven here. Oh, the third one is here. Very good. I have 1 left to really paint. This one is half done, and this one I have to redo something. So what am I working on now? I don't know if you see here these green reflections. So this is the base for the OSL. Hopefully you can hear me, guys. Let me check. Last time I had a sound issue, so let me check if I have a return. I think I can hear it, so yes. Hello, hello, let's try. Okay, you can see very well on the camera, so that's perfect. I started with this black-green, and that will be the base for beautiful OSL. From all the greenery, you have the base. We also have the crystals here. Yes, I think it's all right. And so here, for instance, I made this one. That's the last one. That's the one I'm painting now. So I do batch painting, the 6 of them, although it's a pretty high level, let's say higher level. This guy here, in comparison, that I did at the beginning, you see, on the Gatling here I have more light, here I have less, and so I think it's better with more. And so I will first redo these few things here, and then I will continue painting this guy here, and then we'll do the last one, celebration. And after the last one, I will take the brush and go for this medium green for the let's say the middle tone of the OSL. Okay, let me adjust a few things here. Okay, here we go. I think it's great. So indeed, oops. Well, let me take my airbrush. Here the cables. What the hell? Okay. Okay. Okay, here we go. Yes, the cables were all intertwined, like you know. So now that's my airbrush. Whew. Yeah. Okay, I had a big painting session last time, and I didn't tidy up everything, so that's how it goes. But that's the thing here. I will load it with this black green. Okay, let's go. I think I'm ready. I won't need my palette, but if you've watched the previous lives, you would notice that I have upgraded the palette. Just I changed the box. The lid is a lot, how to say, lower, and so I have a good access. I used to have a big lid, so that's pretty happy development here. Okay, like this. I won't need it because I don't need the palettes while I am airbrushing. So I will start with this guy because he's already done. I just need a few passes here and there. I put on my mask. Even though there will be very little particle, there is a lot of spraying, but not much paint because this is kind of precise work. So, okay, let me load the brush. I hope you guys are doing well. You are very welcome to join this live. You're welcome to chill. You're welcome to chat. You're welcome to enjoy. You're welcome to paint along. Very good. Okay. haven't had the chance to do a live for a couple days. That's why the setup is almost rusty. Okay, there's a bit of water here. I have some flow improver and not much more. I want the paint to be pretty thick. Let me check this. Flow improver, very good. This from Vallejo. Ooh, and let's go. Okay, a good amount. I will mix the water with the flow improver. And then I will pour in 2 drops of my green paint. And that will be the last for the airbrush work, because really then I will need more precision and for the OSL from the glowing crystals. Oh, in fact, yes, because you're here, I can tell you a secret. So that's the first pass for the building up, of the OSL. But after that, I won't continue the OSL. I will do the glowing crystals. Like everything that you see here white has been base coated white just to receive a powerful coat of fluorescent paint and greens and stuff. And so if it's white, that will really pop out. Yes, pop up. I don't know. And so I will first do the glowing crystals before doing the OSL, so I can how to say, modulate the intensity of the glow. And according to the intensity of the glow, then I will adapt the intensity of the OSL. I have to choose my spots of interest, my places of interest in the model. And so every crystal won't be highlighted the same. That's what I'm saying here. So let me show you, for instance, what I mean when I'm done mixing this paint inside. So this is live. This is live. And this is some behind the polished videos that you see on YouTube. Well, there is hours and tens of hours of painting, preparation, getting everything ready to paint. You don't see that in edited videos, of course. But I thought it was a good idea to share that with you guys behind the scenes. This is a behind the scenes. So if you're up for the adventure, you are very welcome. To one condition though. What is that condition? I'm glad you asked. Sometimes people subscribe, but then they're not really sure that they want to ride along on the long run, if you know what I mean. You kind of subscribe and then they're like, no. And so you are very welcome to subscribe if you plan to ride along on the long term, because I've been running the channel for some times, on and off, but now I'm on, and I will be on for the foreseeable future. And so if you plan to join and subscribe because you will ride along on the long term, then yes, you are very welcome. Okay, here we go. Yes, I want something that is very visible from the sides, right? Because no one will take the model like this. Okay, pretty powerful, but more. Okay, so something like this, you see, is a lot better. I can see a lot of green here. Yes. We want to see it from the sides. It's pretty fair, in fact, I believe. Same. Eat kiwi with skin. What? Yeah, I just had the stupid AI recommended question to ask in the chat. That's what I just read aloud. I thought it was a comment. Eat kiwi with or without skin. I don't know. I don't know what it. Oh my god. Okay. Yes, I want exactly something like this, something that is very visible from the sides. Yep, very good. So I need the same here now. That will be more or less that. Oh yes, here as well. Yeah, a lot better. Sometimes less is more, and sometimes more is more. Okay, a bit more again. So here as well. Yes. Hopla, and inside here, can I do it? Pretty tricky to get into here. You see what I mean here? I want to get on the inside Gatling here, but I don't really have an angle to shoot here. So what should I do? Huh. Okay. Let's do that, and then I will wipe here on the upper side. Oopla, let me take a better brush to wipe. Something like this. And I will wipe here. Yep. I think that's good enough. It doesn't have to be perfect because it's pretty hard to reach in there. But you see how much greener it is. Although it's not jumping to your face because it's very dark. But that's what will allow a lot of modularity inside the OSL. And many times, if you see a beginner doing his first OSL, he would think, green, I will spray green and it's finished. But you need some modularity, shadows and highlights within the projected light. And that's why I'm just repeating myself really, but start with a very dark shade of your color. So if it's green, dark green. If it's red, dark red. And blue, dark blue. You get the drift. Yeah, it's a bit overdone, but all right. Yes, here it's absolutely out of place. And so you also want to avoid spraying everywhere. Yes, exactly. If you want some contrast, then don't spray everywhere. If everything is green, your model is just green. It's not an OSL anymore. Looks fair enough. Have some more on here. Yep. Yeah, here and there. I'm really blasting some green now because it works very well. In fact, I've been very subtle with my first passes just to find that it was not enough anyway. And so now I'm a lot more barbaric with my passes and it works a lot better. Something like this. Yep, perfect. Okay, just stronger everywhere. And that will save me a lot of time for the brush pass if I do this a lot stronger, like the pass with the airbrush. Okay, green, 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 green. Okay. Yeah, especially this kind of surfaces like this. So it's a kind of rounded shape. If I go with the airbrush, it's a lot of time saved. Like this is a lot better. I think it's mission accomplished. Okay, made this a lot stronger. Yes, and now wiping the upper area here on the middle Gatling, because you see, I don't want green light on top. Like I said, if everything is green, then it's no OSL anymore. Yeah, but because this area is hard to reach, and I'll have a bit too much rather than nothing, so I will be happy with that. Not ask too much. This as well can be, yes, feathered slightly, and this too. Okay, and I think that's pretty fair. And so now comparing to this guy here, it's kind of the same here. Oh, it's even a bit, well, it's the same, because when it dries, then it loses a little bit of that saturation. But that's all right, it's just the base coat. Okay, very good. So now, oh, I have my 4 ready. Let me check this one. Is it too weak as well? Oh, it's a bit weak, but okay. I'll do the second pass once I have finished them all. If I need. Yes, that's pretty good. This is done. Maybe one here. Okay, something like this. The tail, beautiful, is done. Okay, here. Yes, yes, it's about shoop, 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 spraying everything. something like this. This is done. The front is done. Yes, I have beautiful hints of green here on the torso, so very dramatic. Could have a bit more there. Yep. Okay. But again, when it is wet, this green is a lot stronger. It dries less marked, less saturated, but that's fine. It's just a base coat for the OSL. And now, so the legs are done. Yes, the legs are done. I really need to, oh yes, this Gatling here is fine enough. Yes, perfect. I really need to do, yes, the back area here. Okay, this guy has had the first coat here, so all the pipes will be glowing and they will be emitting light. Okay, I have a hint of green on there in the shadow. Yes, pretty solid reflection here. Although I'm not sure I want that much on the muscle here. So I'm fading that away because that's pretty far away and that's an area of light. So if you want to check how much of the OSL you want, you keep in mind that, well, I keep in mind that this is a struggle between the ambient light, the daylight, and the glowing object. But the light of the glowing object will be weaker than the sunlight. And so only in areas of shadow would the object win this fight. And so that's why here it's a bit of shadow area here, but here it's not. Okay, now let me do this here. Okay. Petri 1729. So cool. Well, thank you very much. So this is just the base coat of the OSL. Oh yeah, you see that? I'm forming this shape on the arm because that's the shape of the tube here. Something like this, you know, more or less. Just having some fun here. Okay, so as long as I'm in the shadows, this green is fine. It's not a mistake. Of course, if I overstep on the lights, the area of light, then that won't, there will be a problem of composition, I would say. Something like this, and this still slightly here. Okay, just something just pretty, not too strong. It's taking much of the ambient light here at the top. Let me check for something though. Okay. Okay, something like this. I think yes, it would take some inside here as well. Yep, just slightly like this. You see, already imagine that it will be lighter in the end, a lot lighter, because that will be my color progression. So up to this one here. So I have 3 colors, and that's just the first one. But already you have a sense that something is happening here with the light from this here. Okay, so now I have this segment here of tube. Something like this, because it's in the shadow, so it's perfect to have some green on the side of the armor. All right. Yep. So I think that's enough here. No need to have like too much, because the pipe is pretty far. But there is something here. You see, it's kind of working, and so that's exactly what we need. No more, no less. Oop, a bit strong, but that's okay. That will do. Now this pipe will have less because it's very far away from this pipe here. Okay, I think that's fair enough. And now this. Yep, not too much here because this is too far. So nothing here on this section of the arm, but a bit like coming back here, something pretty subtle. Yep, something like this. A bit of greenery here. It's gonna look pretty cool. Okay. Yep. And on this side here. Yeah, something like this is enough. Well, I will have a second pass, I guess. But you see here, I think it's pretty perfect. This, just some faint green, because this is hit by the light. You see from this angle. I went a bit artistic on this reflection, just for fun. And so in the shadows, have some green, because this will be glowing very hard. But still it's fighting with the ambient light. And so the ambient light should be winning, because like they are painted in daylight. They could be, you know, it could be different ambience. They could be in the sewers because these are rat people, but not for these guys. I still want to have this duality. Yes. Okay. Good amount of green. Good measure of green. That's good. Yes. What set do this mall come in? These are the storm ferns. Storm ferns from the Skaven. And the Skaven, they are the rat people made by Games Workshop for their game Age of Sigmar. Now there is a return of the old world, Warhammer, the fantasy line. I think that's good for this one. And then the glow from the eyes and stuff I will do with a brush, of course. Because this is way too precise to... Let me check. Oh, look at that. Something interesting. So you see, the thing is, contemplation is very important to see if everything is balanced, makes sense, and if there are other opportunities. So for instance, here, the pipe is far from the body. So here, I don't want too much. But look at this tail here. It's very close from this pipe, okay? So rule of cool, I will have an OSL here, because when you look, that's the angle here. The golden angle on this miniature is this one. That's my favorite angle. And so here, if I have a green reflection, let's see how cool that looks. Yeah, now I have a good, you see the green here, the crystal, this, all the pipes behind, here on the base, some under the tail, and here on the top. It's gonna look pretty cool. So this is more a rule of cool, because just like I said, the OSL against the daylight, it should not win. But here is just really to add some interest, something cool. Like this. And really, it's just a rule of cool. Really, it's just a rule of cool. So this reflection here. And so there are the rules, but knowing the rules, I think that's the artistic interpretation of this. I think this guy is done. And so now I will move to the next one, which is very exciting, because this has been pretty quick, quick enough. Okay, something like this. All these pipes will be glowing, so it's going to be a firework, but I want to modulate to keep some interest. Okay, good. I think we very good. Ready to go. Well, when I say very good, I just mean that I'm happy with what I've done here. Objectively, it's hard to say if it's very good or what. It's not for a competition, but it's for a cool paint job for gaming miniatures. Okay, done, and to the last one. Yes, very good. That has been a lot of work, and it's not finished. So, well, this guy, he has many sources of glow. All these crystals here, they will be green. This one, the arm here, everywhere, the legs, 3 on the top, these on the shoulders, and also some pipes here, and these guys like here. Phew. So that's a lot. Let's get to it. Also, reflection from the base. I start from the base and then I'll go up like this, trying to keep a sense of organization. We have this beautiful cloth hanging just over the cracks here that will emit some light. So let's go. Yeah, a good amount. Here as well. Oh, the base. Yes, I will start with the base. Okay. Some here. Okay, so I sprayed exactly on top of the crack, and then I just wipe out here on top of the crack. And so I get some of that white back. I don't spray around the crack, is too small. This area is too small. Okay, so this is pretty much done. The base like this. Oh, here you see the rock. Here I'm just adding some interest on the edge of the rock here, pretty quick, and there won't be much more because in fact it's on the stone, so here there is nothing to light these areas, but just here to pretend there is something interesting happening here. Yep, something like this. Wiping out the excess slightly here is happy trigger. Yes, something better like this. Okay. Yeah, here as well, in fact, there isn't much at the bottom here because it's against the rock. So it's more in the upper section of the rock here that will be able to catch the light from here, but not what is down here. And so these details will make it more believable at the end, and not just everything green. That's really the problem. If you start doing OSLs like green, yes, boom, everything. No. And again here, even with the airbrush, it's not the most precise spraying. So I will take the brush in the next steps, but here it's enough for the initial like base coating. Okay. Okay, something like this. Behind, yes. It's the same here, the base first. So here you can see how I covered the crack, but I don't want to cover it. And so I just wipe, but only on the crack. So I still have a good amount of vibrancy, but I have a good glow on the side of it, on the edges and stuff. Okay, so a bit more light here on the cloth. I'm really not overthinking it, sorry. Yeah, that's enough here. As the base is done and everything. Ooh, here I'm seeing great opportunity here. Look, if you look at the here, so I was planning on doing the feet, so that will be done. Everything here on the leg here, this inner side and blah blah. But here, I've seen that here, this area, and the same here, under the like metallic bowl. That will be just beautiful. Here, some good lighting here and here. Although it's not perfectly accurate, it's just the rule of cool. It will be very dramatic. So here we go. Okay, so we'll come back to that because I will let it dry. And here, right, I want something that is strong enough to be noticeable, not something too faint. And that's why here I'm being a bit barbaric with the spraying. But you see, it's okay because it's a dark green. So let me check. Yes, maybe something here. Wiping the upper area. Otherwise, the illusion is not precise, and light placement is more important than smoothness and everything. Okay. Yes, many sources of light here, so that's going to be a lot of work. But most important is to have cool results. Okay. Yes. Ooh, that's a bit strong, but okay. fair enough. I think that's feathered that slightly, just because there is more light here than here, so okay, something like this. And just calm down my horses. Yes, less is more. Good, better. Yeah, no need to be perfect. Whew, it's gonna be great. Okay. Fine enough. Whoops. Ring on the finger. Okay, here. Yes, a good quantity, because here as well underneath. Otherwise, it's not noticeable. So yes, very good. Underneath here, close your eyes if you are under 18. This is Rat Ogre private parts. Okay. In fact, I don't care if it's visible from the bottom, but I want it to be visible from the side. So here it looks fair enough, although it will be reinforced very soon. Under the tail, it's always, especially if it's outside the base. If it's outside of the base and you have a reflection here, like for instance, it will imply that it is the base, this kind of ground is continuing further than the model, and that's really a powerful effect for the illusion that it is. Yes, so I will do here everything. Oh wow, and there is this pipe. So again, a lot of green. And here I go a bit stronger because there is this pipe here that will emit some light. Okay, let me have something here as well. Okay, so I'm spraying generously. I don't care about the overspray, which will just contribute to the general ambience and atmosphere. So that's fine. Okay. I will finish the tail and then I will come back to this side. I have to focus on one area if I want to be sure to forget nothing. Again, also from the front. So here the tail will receive a good light look here. I'll show you what I do. So here there is the pipe, it will emit some glow, so here it needs a big amount of green light. And because this is like the angle of the model, it will be noticeable, especially here. And yes, here I will do just the underneath glow, like this. So let's go, let's do it. Yep, I need something strong. It's very strong, but I think I will need very strong, so that's fine. And now from the bottom, yes, I have here a good amount. It's good. I think it's pretty much perfect, because if you see the tail, it's kind of going like this, and so this area, in fact, it will be facing the ground, so it's getting a lot. But then, yes, something like this. This not so much. I think it's pretty fine like this, so that it's not too much. But here I don't have anything. That's fine. But here I have a lot, and here again some more, but just slightly. Although I think that's too much, but I will feather that out. Just like that. Hop. So I have more precision. It's just like spraying the paint as if it was a brush. And I think that's, in fact, it's all right. This side here gets nothing. Yep, because it's very dark as well. And I have to reload my brush, my airbrush. Now I've used everything, the 2 drops of paint I had. You see here, used. Very good. Okay, so something like this. Really, that's a good amount of green here. But you know, let's do it. YOLO, like the young people say. Let me check something. Just feathering slightly and arranging the light already. I want the shape of a crescent like this, not something flat here, because it's a ball. It's okay, it's okay. Okay, now I have to reload. Before reloading, I will wipe the inside of the cup to get rid of the dried paint. I don't want that to fall into the cup, otherwise that will block the flow, the spray. And you see the blue here? It's in the, I added no blue, it's just inside the paint. And I think here it adds a lot of richness to the color, so very good. I think, you know, many times when I started painting, and I would hear this YouTuber saying that, oh, you have to add something in your colors and blah blah, and to enrich and blah blah. In fact, I think it only works if you work, it only is applicable if you work with the primary colors, because when you buy a pot, like a paint pot, a color, of course the brand has already worked and achieved something pretty how do you say, a rich color with all these different hues and stuff. And so you don't need to always like, oh, have some green, let's add some blue to make it richer. Well, not necessarily. And so, yep, the brands, I think they do a good job at providing us with beautiful arrangements. So let's just trust them. Okay, let's continue the job. A bit of flow improver. So I've worked well, and up to now. Oh yeah, I can go a bit more because I will have a second pass on the other guys, just to reinforce some areas. Okay. Two drops. It's been working fine for me. Just learning, you know, the ratio to have the perfect dilution. Oh, hurry up, hurry up. Yes, mixing. Yeah, okay. So I mix well because I don't want any difference in the consistency, right? Because I had the dilutant first, if I start to spray without mixing well, I will spray the dilutant away, and I will be left with what I haven't mixed well, the paint, and it will be too thick. And so I want a consistency, very nice, consistency. And so, hop, yes, let me take my sweater off because, whew, in fact, I think it's a prolonged effort of holding, you know, because we can talk about the painting position. So you see that's my camera just here, and I have two lights on the sides of the camera, and it's pretty high. You see my desk is down here, but I paint here, so I rest my elbows on my torso to have the model high up, where the camera is, also where the light is, but more importantly, where my eyes are. And so that's why I don't bend over the desk. I don't have like the neck a little bit, you know, sometimes when we want to have a closer look, but I always pay attention to straighten my back and neck, so I don't have injuries over the long term. Very important. And I have one of these Japanese chairs where I don't know how to call that, but I can rest my knees on something, and so there is open angle of the, I don't know, the waist, I think. I don't know how it's called, but I also have something to rest my back, backrest, yes. You need it. Okay, let's continue spraying. Okay, here we go, we're back. Something like this. Okay, now I have a good amount, that's fair enough. Maybe some here. Yeah, just for the rule of cool. I will feather that out, it's gonna be too far. Like this, okay, very good. I hope you guys are having a wonderful time, as I am. Very welcome if you are in the mood for subscribing. You can, to one condition though, is that you stick with me, not on this video, but I mean stick with the channel for on the long run. It's not just about subscribing now and unsubscribing in 20 minutes. In fact, this is quite terrible for me because it makes me feel like I have done something wrong. And so if you subscribe and then you unsubscribe, well, it's kind of terrible for me. It's breaking my heart because I don't know what I've done to deserve an unsubscribing. So you don't have to subscribe. Subscribe only if you think you have seen enough to consider that, oh yeah, I'm worth your time and subscription. If you're not sure and you still need more time, that's perfectly fine. No problem with that. But yes, that will be my only demand or requirement, or you call that how you want, is to subscribe only if you are willing to stay on the long run. So if you do, well, of course, you are very welcome. Here I'm kind of flooding the area, I don't care. It's very dark and I need a good coat. And every time I'm spraying directly on top of the crystal, and then I wipe the excess so I keep a whitish base coat. But I also have a good amount of glow already. Wait for it to dry and I will have a second pass on all these. Oh yeah, this is pretty annoying because I have to wipe everything. But and there are so many. It's easier to do one big source rather than like how many? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Plus the pipes at the back. That's a lot of work. A lot of work. But it will be rewarded, that is certain. So that's what is keeping the drive, and especially, you know, trying new things. Okay, let's do the 3 first before it dries. Oh, have nothing from the back. Okay. Now this one on the leg. So already here I'm starting to have something that is quite noticeable, so that's fine. Yeah, here as well. And I will really have to modulate the glow of each of these crystals, because if I don't, he will start to look like a Christmas tree. You see, like how many lights, ding dong, ding dong. Maybe it will be like, how do you call that? Stick, slack, on, off, you know? That could be a theme, but no. Here we're doing serious stuff, scary, grim. Whoa. Let me just get rid of this water here. Okay, good amount here because it's full in the shadow, so. Yes, now I think that's enough. How to say, it's a bit strong here, but that's all right. When it will dry, it won't be as saturated. And now I have this one here at the very back there. Yeah, that's good enough. Here as well. So really just this one here now. Okay, a good big spray, that's enough. So that's quick. Okay, good. And now I will work on the, oh yeah, I think I will need some more here. Hopla, I don't see the color. Whoa! But I saw the surface getting wet. Here I just feather the edges because it's a bit crazy. Yes, I don't know if you can see better than I do. But this area really, oh yes, okay, that's a fine enough. Okay. All right. So that would be the legs done. So that's good news, except like the glowing from these pipes Yes, these two pipes. Let's do it now. So this is done. Very good. Okay, we have this cool, the food, the blah blah. Let me check. Oh yeah, here as well. This crystal here. Oh, and behind here as well. Here, okay. So that's why the work is never really done. Oh, it's something like this. Here we go. So I'm cleaning the two sides because you see the paint is running to the other side. So important to clean the two sides. Okay. And yes, on this glow, you see here, I should not go too far because I have this, I want this glow to be separated from this glow. So here it go like this, you see, something like this. And so here I want this to be still not green. Oof, stretching my arm slightly here. Whew. Here we go. Well, okay. Let me check. Oh yes, reinforce the foot here. Okay, that's fine enough. Hoopla. Yep. Oh, that's nice. I have a good overspray. I don't know if you see that. A happy accident. Beautiful. So I was spraying this area and it went all up to this on the belt. I don't know if you can see that here. But in fact, the belt is metal and it's facing this crystal. So it's pretty nice detail here, and it's really the happy accident that happened. I will leave it be. I will leave it be. Very good. That's the god of the airbrush sending a gift to this life. Wow. Very good. Thank you very much. Gratefulness. Gratefulness. If you also feel in the mood to gift something, just like I said, you can subscribe. You can also check my long form videos, short videos. I do live often and here and there. Yeah, but just like I said, if you like what you see on the channel and you want to stick along, like to stand by me, stand by the channel on the long run, then you are very welcome to subscribe. If you still need some time and you think you may unsubscribe, then please just don't subscribe yet, because it really breaks my heart to see people unsubscribing. It makes me feel I have done something wrong, but I don't know what, really. So if you have expectations, I don't know, like I publish a diorama a day, do 3 lives a day, I don't know, I don't know why people unsubscribe, but please just don't subscribe and wait. Of course, if you are, more willing to go along with something that is humanly possible, as well, I'm just a part-time hobbyist, kind of giving more space to his passion, then you are very welcome to ride along and subscribe. Thank you very much if you do. Okay, let's continue with this. Here and there. Betty Boop said hi. Hello, Betty Boop. So here I add a good amount of green, not only because there is a pipe, but also taking from the ground. So here maybe the same. Yes, something like this. All right. Okay, cool. Yes, something pretty strong like this. I want something noticeable and strong. So yeah, let's do the other arm. Okay, fair. Let me check. Let me think. Have I forgotten something? I don't think I have. So I didn't spread from this angle on the crystal, but I don't think it's necessary either. Yes, a bit better, although it'll feather on the muzzle here. Okay. Whoops. Okay, something like this. That's a good amount of green, so perfect, under the armpit. Now let me think. Where do I need my green? More green. So under the armpit is good. Here maybe. Okay, and now let's do Okay. Okay, so I think I'm trying to do all the rest before I do this from the pipe here. Okay, I think that's good like this. And now, yes, let's do it. Finding the right angle because, okay, let me explain what I'm about to try. So here there's this pipe illuminating. So I will have some on the ground here, some light on the ground, and then on the foot like this, all this area here, up to the leg here, the armor panel here, and also here on the side. So I need to hit this whole area like this. Dry the place first, and then here we go. Whoa, okay. Was tricky, for sure. I went in one go, just for the thrill. And then I will feather slightly where it needs to be. Like this. On the leg. This area here. Something like this. This I have my green base. Yes, I need some more here. This is pretty hard to reach. Please give me a second. Okay, mic is back on. Hopefully. Okay, so let me try to correct here. Trying everything first. And then here, let's do it like this. Yeah, okay. Now feathering the edges. Like so. Yeah, so you see now it's all green here, so that's good. And then the tails and stuff. No, the nails, sorry. So here it's good to have a good amount because in fact it's in the shadows, and so that will take that much light. Something like this, okay. So of course, this is not the easiest part. Okay, starting to get to something. I don't know if you can see here. It's making a straight line on this uneven surface, and that's what I want. So that's cool. Okay, something like so. Yes, good. Okay, so I was losing patience a bit just a moment ago, but with just consistent effort, it has paid off. Yeah, I think I have something that is decent as a base. Yep, right, something like so. Oh, that's good. Yes, so here I don't have anything here, but have in the recess, well, in the faces facing the pipe and toes here. I don't know if you can see it. So that's pretty fair. I feathered that slightly. Okay. Okay, so I think that's good enough, and that has been very uncomfortable to do because I knew the chances of failure was pretty high. So here I think I haven't messed up too much, and so pretty happy with it. I think I will leave it like so, more or less, although I can always come back with the brush and just rework some areas. Like this, yeah, I should have kept, but it's okay. I will spray back some stuff on here from this angle. That's fine. I wiped too much, you see here. So in fact, it was good to begin with, but it's okay. A few back and forth just to find the right measure is fine. Now let's do, yes, the connecting point on the here, this area here. Okay, something like this. Okay. Okay, let's call that fair. Let's call that fair. Looks pretty good. It's pretty decent. Reinforcing on tail. Okay. Big, strong light. Yes, everything here. Something like this. And I will start the other side now. Scary. Oh yes, it's a lot easier. Okay, this one was the trickiest. Whew. Nice, okay. Yeah, something like this. So I don't care when I'm spraying directly on the pipe because I will repaint it. So I do the reflection first because of course the spraying is slightly messy. Okay, let me check. Yeah, I think that's enough for what we have here. Yes, pretty cool. I have some in the recesses here, up in the shadows. Yeah, pretty cool. It's just a hint. Let me check. Are we all right? I think we're pretty good. Definitely getting somewhere. Okay, something like this. And then, oh yeah, I have all the torso area and stuff. Whew. But that's a lot of green, you see here? But what I think is fantastic is that we still have a lot of room for highlights and modulation. We still have some of this original like gray tone here and there and on the tail, and here this copper whatever here, bronze. So it's pretty fair. Let me check. Yeah, I'm almost running off. I may have to reload. something like this, because I also have a tiny pipe here. Almost forgot about this guy. Pretty much perfect this on the how do you call this part, this muscle here, because the shadow is more pronounced in the inside, and so on the edge I still have the highlight, so it's perfect, of the natural skin tone. And let me check, I have some more, let me check, maybe here. Okay, it's enough. So here, okay. Pretty strong here, closest point to the pipe, so that's also the strongest light. Okay. I'm just checking now, I'm just looking, observing. I think this area is quite done, so perfect. Oh, wow. So you see, observation. Tell me in the comments. Tell me in the comments if you see what spot I am missing right now. And I have the answer already. I asked after I have the answer because I just spotted, in fact. So that's how the question came to my mind. Can you spot in this area where I forgot the green light that will be emitted somewhere? Pretty important area. You have it. There is a slight delay between in the comments and the stream, but first let me do this, and there is something else. In fact, let me tell you right now. I don't know if you have it, but look here on the stone. You see, the pipe is very close, and so here I almost missed it, and that's why observation, contemplation is very important while painting. Pablo Mireles. Hello, how are you doing? Okay, so that's my last use of the airbrush before I reload. Here it's bubbling because I don't have enough, so I will do this first. Beautiful minis made. Well, thank you very much. Yes. So on the rock and the ground, you see here. And let me reload. I have to reload, and so again I will first wipe the excess just to clean up the edges and the dry that has paint, the paint that has dried. Sorry, I'm just losing my ability to speak. A drop in cognitive abilities is induced by fatigue. After 100 minutes of live already, so it's almost just an hour and 40 minutes. But I will finish the miniature before I finish the live. And so I have one last reload of this green, and that will be more or less the airbrush steps finished, and that's why I will go and do it. If you guys are enjoying the live, enjoying yourselves, and whatever, if you want to, you know, chat a bit, paint along, or just chill, you're very welcome. I invite you also to check the other content I have on my channel if you're liking this live. So I do dioramas in the long form videos. I have more of the painting tips in the shorts, and I also do these lives. If you have just discovered the channel, I'm still a small channel now, but I'm giving it more and more space. Hopefully, it's a consuming passion. And so if you guys want to ride along, you are very welcome to subscribe. To one condition though, is that you are willing to stick around for the long term. Sometimes I see people, they just subscribe for 20 minutes or a day and then they unsubscribe. It makes me wonder what I've done wrong. And so please don't break my heart like this. Don't toy with me. And so if you think you haven't seen enough to subscribe, it's okay, take your time. But if you do, you think it's cool and you want to ride along for the long term and you want to subscribe, you're the boss. Thank you very much, and I'm very grateful for it. Okay, so now it's very important to mix well, because I have some dilutant and some paint, but I want consistent consistency. I just found this appellation or naming during this live, consistent consistency in my cup. So, okay, something like this. Beautiful. Now I'm ready to spray and finish the job. Let's go, let's go. Give me a thumb up, give me something. Give me the trends. Do you also do kit bashes or make terrains? Well, you can check my channel and you will see. But in short, yes. In fact, I started with terrain, and then I started to make better and better looking terrain. And I thought it was a shame if I didn't work on my painting skills, because I could do dioramas, and now I do dioramas. But when I was young, like a teen boy, I started with kit bashing, exact. But I was a bit too afraid. I started painting, but just like a kid. And then I stopped, and I did kit bashing without painting. And now I do everything, but mostly painting, diorama. So diorama also has the terrain crafting aspect. The kit bashing, I do something more evolved. If I want to 3D print a miniature, I kit bash it on the computer. So I print the version that I don't have to cut around, and especially with resin, I don't want to do that. But if I have to work with game social plastic, kit bash is always a joy. Okay, so some more on that rock. In fact, yes, the diorama creation and stuff is taking me ages, and so I don't have time to do everything, but hopefully making more space in my life for this passion, and so hopefully I will do just more and more. Okay, something like this. Okay. So here a good amount. I think I have a problem with my airbrush. Let me check. No, the needle is all right. it doesn't come out very smoothly. Oh yes, it's okay. Here we go. Okay, so now what I have to do now. So I'm doing the base coat for the OSL, and so let me show you my color progression. Here we go. That's that, like this. And so now I'm spraying the darkest, and then there will be medium and the highlight of the OSL. These two, they will be done with the brush. It requires more precision. This is more like ambient light, so it's perfect with the airbrush. It's not that much quicker though. But here we go. If you want to have a look at the end result, but these 6 miniatures here, you have 5 and 6 in my hand here, it's almost finished. You want to have a look at how it will be done, although this will be better again. You can have a look at my Instagram, Chronicles of Tiny Battles, and I have pictures of 3 rat augurs. They are kind of blood bowl, I believe, that I finished, and you can see the glow of the crystals and the OSL. And that will be interesting to compare it with the result that I get with these guys. I think it will be a lot more dramatic on these guys. Okay, so I've done the legs, the base, everything here. And now I have these pipes on the torso. And so you see how I've worked. I've done all the details on the legs and the arms here and the base and stuff. And now I just have this portion. And that's how I keep my drive. Do you also do, oh yeah, sorry, it was read already, this question. Yes, now I see I have just this tiny part to finish, and that's really motivating. So, okay, let's do it. Start with the back here. So these pipes here, this and also there, they will emit some light, and that's why. But here it's very interesting because there is very little light coming from this angle, and so the light will come from the bottom here. Very interesting. Because on the other augurs, like if you see this guy here, he has a lot of like light coming from the top here, but this doesn't. So that's pretty interesting. Let's go. Let's do it. Yes, Pablo. Hello. Pablo, you've been there for a while. I know. I don't know if you have answered, if you have heard my answer to your question. Because I have answered. Tell me if everything's okay, if you had the answer to your questions. If you haven't, I will do it once more, no problem. I just wanted to keep the chat engaged. Oh, okay. Well, no pressure. No pressure to keep anything. Cheating, chatting, everything is fine. But I'm glad to have you here. Trying to figure out as well also the relevant areas of light. Because if I spray everything green, then we lose this effect of emitted light. And so I cannot spray everything. Let me put back on some music for me. Okay, good. Yes, let's go. And so this little guy, he will be lit from these pipes here, so from the side, kind of like this. Trying to respect that, and so that will give a stronger sense. Like this. Oh, on the shoulders as well. Okay, something like this. While you see the front will be dark because it doesn't get any light from the pipes. And if you know what these guys are doing here, it should, I think it's in the lore. So these are storm ferns, Skaven storm ferns from the Skaven for Age of Sigmar Warhammer by Games Workshop. And they have this kind of little brain, tiny rats piggybacking. I'm not sure what they're doing. Maybe they're just feeding the beast some intellectual resources because they have a big brain, bigger than this guy because he doesn't have much room for big brain, although rats are known to be somewhat smart. A bit strong. Well, you know what? Fine enough. Fine enough. I will leave it as is. Or not, because I can't. You see here, there is nothing that should put that much green light up here. So, especially it's getting closer to an area that is getting some light. So, but like I said, I think in my previous slides, the strength of starting with a very dark color for your OSL is first to have modulation. So you still have shadows, midtone and highlight in your OSL, which will be just more dramatic and beautiful. And also I have more leeway for mistake because you see this dark green isn't super noticeable. But that's all on purpose. Yes, a good amount here on the side. It's kind of facing directly the pipe. Same on the other side. Yes, a good amount. A good amount is what we need. So I'm controlling the trigger, but also I'm being generous with the application. Okay, something like this. You see from this guy is enough, in fact, for this piggybacking little parasite rat. And okay, all of this here, all of these pipes will emit some light here. Oops, I'm too close. And now what I'm doing here is feathering with a clean brush. So removing the paint as it is still wet. It's great because I don't have to clean up with more paint after it. And also I get a smooth gradient because it's very watery. It's kind of like a glaze. So here I think I have a pretty good base coat of green. So that's fine. So I don't really need that much on the pipes, but I don't care. Let me dry the whole thing so I can see clearer. So I just blow air. Okay, and now I will add some more. Oops. Okay. Okay, something like this. And on there as well. Okay. Feathering some green here. Could have let it be, but I'll do a cleaner job like this. Here I have a slight hue of green. I don't care. It's all right. Yes, and I think with the brush I will come and edge highlight this. Okay. Now, I think this is done. And what I have is kind of another technical part. Oops, I think I forgot to feather this. And now it's all green. And dry, yes. Okay, never mind. Oh yes, and these two. Wow, what was I thinking? Okay, never mind. So I have this area here is already, yes. Now let me check. Yes, so I have all the stones. I will start with what we have on the arms here and here. They are not easy at all because you see I have a highlight here. Here I have a highlight. Sorry, here and there. And so the thing is, if I have a highlight, it means the light from the day that is falling onto him is dominant. And so I should have only a very faint light of green here because the light emitted from this stone is, of course, does not compete with the light from the sun. But here, down here is a real pleasure. I will have everything like here and here and here glowing pretty hard because that's a shadow area. He's leaning forward and so the sun is like this, but this is in the shadow. Here I have the same problem. I just I can allow myself to have tiny amount, and here it's all the same. So okay, I need a bit of thinking before I do it. And this will emit some light on this side as well. Yeah. It's a bit strong, but okay. Oops. Yeah, not the greatest, but okay, like this. Okay, Steven Steiner, sorry. All these Gundams. They are not Gundams. I think there are new Gundams models, and that are smaller, like to the scale of a palm of the hand, for instance, something like this. But usually the Gundams, they are like almost like this, maybe 20 centimeter high. And so this is a Warhammer. Maybe you have heard this name, Warhammer, from Games Workshop. Okay. Oops, sorry for the earthquake. My favorite Skaven model, Malachire Dolivas. What's your favorite Skaven model? I think it's these Stormfans. But I also like, they have the, what is that game already? I forgot. They have this Underworlds, I think is that right? And they had a Skaven band. I think they looked just like the, how do you call the assassin clan? I cannot remember the name. It's not Skyer, maybe it is. But well, these assassins, I like the assassins and the big monster creatures they have, like Stormfans. I would say Stormfans. I think they are they are full of character and. Okay, so here you see I'm doing a very light pass of the airbrush. A bit stronger in the shadows, but here on the light side, very, very light. Okay, second one, great paint job, looks kind of steampunkish. It does, exactly. That's just like a glaze, really, because my paint consistency is pretty light. But I think that's enough. I don't want to go too hard and break the NMM effect. Okay, something like this, a lot darker, a lot stronger in the shadows. Not on the crystal though. Okay. Oops, that's a bit strong. That's a bit strong. Too strong. Let me feather that out. Especially like this area is not facing the stone, so something like this. Yeah, okay, enough. That's enough. A bit stronger than what I would. Let me feather that out. Yes, I think it's overall too strong. I liked my first version very light. Okay. Too much water here in my feathering. Pretty sad. And drain my new tissue is the solution here. It's all right. It's all right. Okay, so just like a hint of green here is enough. Kind of a glaze is exactly a glaze. In fact, I will do the same on the other side. So that's really the toughest, is the balance, modulate the intensity of the light, taking into account the ambient lighting. I'm looking for any trace brush strokes, but I think it's fine. I might have some, but okay. On this side, here we go. It's pretty much the same, just a faint hint of green. And on this inner side, it would be stronger because it's in the shadows. Hopla! Okay, a bit crazy, it's okay. Okay, a bit more here. Oh, it's something like this. And here I have another pass, just to kind of have something smoother. I think it's all right. I think it's fine. You can guess the glow, but it's not overwhelming in the light areas. That's perfect. And it will be very strong in the shadow areas. So I have these two to do here, 1, 2, and then everything on the back. So that's, now I can count them before I finish the first pass for the preparation of the OSL. So that's really great news, because that has been a lot of work, really a lot of work, especially I have 6 in total. So that's the 6th one, the light at the end of the tunnel for the first step, because then I have a lot of work, you see, on each of them to get to this sweet glowing effect. Oops, sorry, in the frame like this. Oh yes, I see somebody sending some hearts. Thank you very much. And Kenrick is like WX3XX said hi. Hi. Okay, so you see here, I insist more. I don't care for the crystal. This is easy to redo. The white one I cover with white again, but I focus on the OSL. I should have some on the, yes, here. Yes, exactly, something like this. And now in the corner there behind, I don't know if you see the last one, just here. Okay, pretty cool. Now onto the other side. Let's do it like so. Whoops. That's a bit strong, but okay. Fair enough, I guess. And now here, yes, because in fact these would not glow very much up and down and even behind, because you see they are held by this stuff here, and so it blocks the light from getting directly behind. So it's more the sides, like a vertical lamp that will light left and right with some slight overglow for sure, but you get the idea. So I redo the left side. Feathering. Yep, here, exactly. I kind of spreading the green is it's not exactly what I wanted to do, but it's okay. If there is a hint of green in there, it's also just normal. Let me check. Is everything all right? I will redo this right and left to have stronger green in there. Whoa, whoa. Okay, okay, now it's pretty strong. Both left, right. Yep, something like this. Perfect. Feathering behind here. This is covered, so it won't get some light, some of this green light from the crystals. This wood is okay, you know. Oops. Okay. And so you see there is a good amount of glow here. Well, it's not glowing at all. I mean, it's just the base coat, but there is a good amount of green, but it's not overwhelming. And then when I will refine it with the highlights, I will be more and more concentrated on details. And so that will look very, very sharp and concentrated, but contained in one area and not everywhere. And that's what will sell the OSL effect. If everything is green, then your miniature is green. It's not an OSL. I think this is all right. Okay, so that's this and that and this and that. Okay, so now I have these 5 on top, and I will have a second pass, maybe reinforce some areas that I can double check on here, and that will be done. Well, for the first pass of this darker, let me show you the color evolution. That will be like this. So now I'm spraying this, and I will do this my mid-tone, and the highlight that will be done with the brush and not the airbrush. Yes, so guys, if you are enjoying this live explanation and having a chat or whatever, if you like painting along, you are very welcome to check my channel to see what I do. I do dioramas in my long form videos. I do painting tips in my shorts, and I do these live sessions where it's more of a behind the scenes. And if you like it and you're willing to, you know, stick with the channel for on the long run, you're very welcome to subscribe. So to one condition is that you are willing to stay, just like I said, on the long run, because sometimes some people, they subscribe and then just after they unsubscribe, and it makes me feel like I've done something wrong. I don't know why, you know. So don't break my heart. If you need some time to make sure you want or not to subscribe, you can wait. But if you're willing to stand by the channel and ride along on the long run with me, you're welcome to subscribe, and thank you very much. Okay, so the top ones, this is pretty, oh, let's do this one first, because this one also has a reflection. It will impact the helmet. Well, you know what? This, okay, let's have a slight touch, but because this in fact is encased into that, so that will mostly highlight. I think I may do that with the brush then, because the light from here, I mean, the light that this rock will emit on this part here is just a tiny amount. The light would go at most like here, like this, so I will spray like this to begin. Underneath, maybe a bit on the neck. Okay, something like this. Oh, it's pretty sexy. Cool. So here I'm just getting rid of the green paint. Okay. It's exactly, that's what you would do, like here on the neck, here slightly, but not much under here. You see here, not at all, in fact, because there is no direct effect of. Okay, so that was good to start with this one, because now I have a better idea for the next one. A bit also from this side here on the right as well. Whew, let me stretch. Oh, stretch my back. Hoopla. Yes, yes, yes. That would be something like so. Not too much. It's not necessary to have too much. We just reinforce the light here, and that will be it. Yep, very good. Very good. And the same on the other side. Although you see on the other side it's coming out a bit more, like I mean this one. Let's see what I can do. Thinking. I think I'll start the same way, it's okay. Exactly here. That's a bit scary. Ooh, it's pretty nice. It's almost lucky that it works, because there are many ways to screw everything up, and only that many few ways to make it work. But here everything's working. A bit more on the helmet. Oh yeah. This is really sexy. Good. And I'm not German. I'm just enjoying the variety of accents we have. Myself not being an English native speaker, I can have all this freedom. Yes. To speak improper English. Very good. I wait for it to dry and I have a second pass just right there. But I love the contrast. Like this is in the dark. Oops, sorry. This is in the dark, highlighted by the glow. This is in the light. Wow, that's a lovely sight. And I'm not highlighting over it here. I will just do some edge highlight here and there on these sections, because here it's an area of highlight, so it's dominant ambient light. Although it's very close here, it's just like if you had an LED out in the sun, it won't light much. An LED in pitch dark, yes, it's powerful and blah blah. Yeah, something pretty strong like this is good. Okay, I think I'm good here, or maybe more on this area here. Okay, something like this. I will clean up the crystal as much as I can, because now there are some paint that is already dry, but it's okay. It's the price to pay to have this nice glow with the airbrush around. Okay, we'll leave it like this, and I think that's nice enough. Let me do something now. Something I have spotted. Sorry, on another model is that having the rim here, some green here, would be fantastic. And so here we go. Let's do it. Yeah, not necessary on this side, but on this side, yes. A bit strong. Let me feather the edges. Yes, okay. Here, no. Just on the metallic parts. Not on the beard or whatever they have. These fancy steampunk rat augurs go to the barber to have their beard done in a swanky way. Well, it's not hard to believe. Okay, you see, I will have a second pass, but that's looking pretty neat. It's just, wow. So I don't know if you can see that, because this is just the first step and it's pretty dark, but I see how it will develop here, starting with the dark. I love it. Wow, this is lovely. The green side and the light side. This is, was not really planned. I planned to do the OSL here, hitting the helmet, but I did not think it would look that great. Okay, so here I have my second pass, and you see it's a bit stronger. And also I have hit the teeth, which is fine. It's okay. I will leave it as is, just like that. It's fine. Here I have a cool brown, dark brown here, just feathering the very edges. Like this. Oh, what happened? Okay, something like this. Yes, fine enough. Good. I will do the other helmets. I will beat the iron while it is hot. That is part of the retouch that I had planned for the rest of here and there. Here exactly, like look at this here. Really deserve something here. I have some, but let's reinforce it. Yeah, something like this. And also inside, I believe that can work. Oh, especially there will be the glow here. Very good. Glow from the rune here. Looking good. Where are you from? I am from France. The Frenchman. Bonjour. Franzosen. Oh yes, you are from Deutschland. Oh no, Franzosisch. Allemand. Ah, guten Tag. I know two words in, well, a few words in German. Guten Tag, very good. Die Rechnung bitte. Die Rechnung bitte. Yes, something. Oops. Here is way too strong on the teeth here. Yes, okay, something like this. But this area on the helmet is, oh, I don't like it. On the two sides, I don't think it's great. So, oh, okay, like this, feather out slightly. That will just be better. Okay, something like this. More subtle here. I think it goes a long way. Very good. Okay, so I've been painting for how long? 2 hours and a half. Is that a belly gun? It is a belly gun. Well, belly, yes. They have this, I think, I don't know why, but that's a good observation. Look. This guy as well, they're kind of the same weaponry. A belly gun. Looks simple but good. Well, thank you very much. Up, here we go. Okay, so let me now do the other helmets. I think, yeah, these don't need some of this glow because it's skin and fur and it's less reflective than the metal. Oh, this maybe? Oh, they do have some. Okay, so I have not forgotten them. You see here, they do have some green, so that's good enough. And this guy, also here, very good. Okay, so let me finish this dude here with the 3 crystals, and that will be it. Victory for today, because that was a big piece of work to have the 6 of them done. Okay. Whew. Wow, I'm almost done. Hopefully I can finish without having to reload. That would be great. Yeah, exactly. That was a requirement to have kind of almost undeadish skin, grayish like this. I like it. The first I did were black, and then a kind of a brown, desaturated grayish brown. And for these somethings, I've gone with this kind of bluish gray. The glow will be a lot stronger. Like I said, I will go. That will be like this evolution up to fluorescent yellow. This is just the initial stages. Okay, let's do it. It's a bit scary, I have to say. Yes, because now I don't have much paint in there. It goes out only when I pull the trigger pretty hard, so I have this pretty big... I may have to reload, but I would like to finish without having to do so, would be the best. Is the metal NMM though? Yes, it's NMM, it's not metallic. I think you can see that when I rotate the model like this. Oh, but this though is a TMM, true metallic metal, just to make things simpler. But the armor is the brown armor is NMM. The like steel color is real metallic color. Whoops. Yeah, let's feather it. That's pretty nice, okay. So kind of just a hint of dark green on the top is fine enough. And then I will spread directly the crystals who have the sides, and that will be it. So nice. In fact, I believe this is a bit too much here. Yeah. That is fine enough, yes. Okay. Yeah, because this is pretty far away, in fact. Pretty small stones and far away from the armor on the top, so it's fighting with the daylight that is stronger. Yeah, just really need a hint of green up there, not too strong. Yeah, this I don't really care, it's okay. I will go back with some of this greenish white I used previously to get back to something pretty white. So I don't have to really care about this. Now, the only thing that really matters, is a good transition here. You see here now I have a line. You see this line here? It's not great. So let me correct that. Whoops. Yeah, I will keep it like this. It's pretty dark, so that's fine. Not sure. Taking the risk, taking chances. Just feather that away slightly at the very top. But I'm taking the risk to mark another line, in fact, so that's not great. You know what? Let's do it on the whole area. Yep, so they won't be marked like this. It's fine enough. Okay. And this, yes, I think this line is very interesting, like this, of green here. So I will reinforce this area slightly. And maybe a bit of some more here. But now I have very little paint. It's okay, it's okay. Okay. Here on the edge, maybe. Let me check. Yes. Okay, here. Something like so. And here, kind of the same. Okay. Let me control the feathering here. Do I need something like so? Yeah, okay, better. And here there is this ridge, so I will keep it like so, because this is an area of light. Okay. So here is all about kind of calculating or feeling what should be the correct amount of lighting for each area, knowing that there is a lot going on here between the different highlights and intensity of the glow and stuff. But I think that's fine. It's not overload, but we still have something. So that's pretty cool. Now I will spray that. Oh, this is a bit much. And now it's pretty dry, so it's really hard to erase, but let's try. Oh, it's okay, it's coming off. I will spray directly on this to do the reflection on these handles here. It's not the hardest. Okay, now from the other side. Okay, very good. Yeah, that's perfect. Kind of a glaze of green, and I will highlight, edge highlight with higher tones. But for this, I won't do more. I will just wash the crystals because this is very wet. So let's do it while we are at it. Okay. Anyway, I will have to have a pass or two of white back onto these crystals just to give them a chance to shine again. But pretty happy with how it went, because this is very, the dosage is has to be very controlled, and but I like how it look here. There is a ray of light here like this, and here is the shadow, it gets some green. Here is the shadow, it gets some green. So it's pretty dramatic. It's fine enough. So for me, that's pretty successful, you know. So here it's not overdrive. We still have some brown in there, a good amount, but definitely a lot of green. So that's cool enough. Yeah, it's okay. I will do a pass with the white to clean that up. But now it's the airbrush work is pretty much done, so that's wonderful. Because I've been working with the airbrush for a while now. It felt like it would never end, but it does. Eventually it does. Everything will eventually come to an end. How sad is that? How sad is that? Not that sad, to be honest. Okay, something like this, perfect. Good amount of green and not too much. I think that's pretty cool. Okay, so let me double check this miniature. I think the feet, the legs, here and the knee, here done, here, okay. The arms inside, very good. The tail, the pipes I've done here as well. Yeah, the crystals, here the reflection. Yeah, it's fine enough. A good amount here, very good. Now let me, in retrospect, I will check all the other models. Let me check if it's enough, but I think it is. Just I will retake that all with edge highlights. That's enough. That will be enough. Okay, let me check if any of these need some more. This is very green, it's okay. Just checking like this. If I have a good amount of green, then I'm happy. That's good enough. In fact, especially the first two I did, I think were these ones. And so, you know, they don't have that much. It's not as pronounced, but also these pipes, they don't glow as much. I think here on the tail definitely can have some more. Yep, like this. It's better. Okay. Okay. Very good, strong. That's a bit too much. Okay. Yeah, maybe this as well. Okay. Yes, from the side it's more noticeable. Yeah, you see how it mirrors the cracks here. It's a lot better. And yeah, this area too. Yeah, something like this. Yes, a lot better. Under the arm. So yeah, this is just a strong passes. No time to waste. Now that I'm confident that it will look great anyway, I can blast some. Okay, just a hint of green in there. It's enough, not too much. Kind of guessing. It's fine. Okay, something like this. So we have some more in there. That's good enough. Because when it dries, it's a lot less saturated. Okay. This I won't give the spray here in the mouth. It's all right. I just redid this. Oh, I just done that not long ago, I think. Yeah, this is good enough. Yep, something like this. Cool. I think I have no more green paint in the cup. Yeah, that's pretty green here. Very good. Under the tail, yes. Have a good amount already. It's cool. Okay. Yeah. Good. Very good. Okay. Now, how do we say very good in German? Good, yes. I know, but very, very good. I don't. So I can improve my German slightly. Here, maybe another pass is necessary. Yes, okay. And here as well. Yes, very good. That's good. This is good. Nice. What about that's very good? Okay. A lot more saturation in there. Okay, fine. I'm excited because I'm feeling that this airbrush step is being over, getting done with. And so that has been a lot of work, really, to get to this stage. Let me check this. I think this is all right. Let me do some more here. Okay. Yeah, something pretty strong because it will be noticeable from the front. Here as well, maybe. Okay. Very good. Just read the last spray just to make sure everything is in order. Yeah, I think one here would be great. Under the arm. Yeah, something more noticeable than what I had. This is fine, but let's do it. Yeah, this is fine, but this is finer. Yep, okay. Yeah, when it dries, you see, it's pretty dark, so I think that's done. Let me check. So here on the base, everything is fine. The feet and stuff. The pipes. Yes, I should have more here. Yep, a big splat like this because I have this pipe feathering slightly. Okay, and that's good enough. Here we go. Something pretty strong, yes, that's what we want. Here I have all along the arm, but slightly because the pipe is pretty far. Here really, yeah, I have some more. Yep, something like this. Good day, wheel done, 88.46. How are you doing? Okay, here. Like this, it's fine. Okay, something like this, also a bit more noticeable than the first step passes. Okay, very good. And the last one, the very last one. Oh, wait, here, a bit more. Okay. Just applying some posters to some Necrom world. That is nice. That's a great way to add a lot of life into the terrain. So, isn't it to, you know, how you glue them? Is it paper or is it some sort of, how you call that? Transfers or paper that you glue? Wow. Okay. All right. Yeah, something like this. Very good. Here I'm going very quick because, in fact, these are done. I'm just checking and applying my last emphasis of green here and there. But you see, once it's dried, it's a lot less visible. But that's fine because it's just the first coat of this green. Or maybe it was this one that I went pretty drastic on. No, it's the same, it's the same. Yep, okay, so that's done. Everything is done. Let's throw the model against the wall. Frang! Okay. No, I say done. The done is just the first step of the OSL that is done. Because I'm going to go, so that's like this. The first step is done, and then there will be this, and that. But the good news is that because this is our highlight, well, middle tone, but that will highlight the dark, I will apply less and less. And so it's faster and faster. So that's the great thing about the next steps. Okay, I think I'm pretty much done, guys. I will leave it like this for today. Right. It's been a great session. It was a pleasure to have you guys. If you want to see more, you can visit my channel, Chronicles of Tiny Battles. You can check out my long form videos where I do dioramas and other cool projects. In my shorts, I post painting tips. And I do also these slides where I paint my stuff. So if you want to, you know, ride along the channel, you can subscribe. You would be very welcome. I have only one requirement, is that you are willing to stick with the channel for some times, because I plan to develop on the long run. Sometimes I see people that subscribe and then they unsubscribe. Not that is a subscription for life, but you know, just make sure that you are happy with what I do if you want to ride along and subscribe, because it really breaks my heart to see people unsubscribing. It makes me feel I've done something wrong, and I don't know what. Let me do here. Yeah, something like this. So again, guys, if you are willing to, you know, develop with the channel on the years to come, you are very welcome to subscribe. Thank you very much. Alors, well done. Let me see what you said. Paper poster. Last thing before I use non-wash. I'm pretty excited to almost be done with my Habs market. I use a lot of MJ Turn from Scotch Earth and Night of Life. Yes, finishing a project is already exciting, especially if you can play with it. That's awesome. Guys, I have to sign off. I'm also a family guy. So thank you very much, everybody, for tuning in. If you subscribe, I ain't going anywhere, man. Okay, but thank you very much. I mean, from what I understand, English is not my mother tongue, so that's why. But what I understand, you're saying that you're willing to stick along with the, well, to ride with the channel. So I'm very thankful for that. Thank you again, and see you next time, guys.